One's good, one's bad, yeah, they're really always like this. We don't know who's who, but at least we know who Mike is. They love to complain, they got sports on the brain, and they frequently drive each other insane. It's the good and the bad and the Mike. The good and the bad and the Mike. The good and the bad and the Mike. It's the good and the bad and the Mike.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Good, the Bad and the Mike. As always, I'm Mushin. That's Cian.
Woo! You get excited way too much every time you
That's
said
Mike.
I nearly said it when Ocean said I'm mushing. Stop myself. Hello, by the way. Got very excited there.
So you nearly wooed when I said I'm Mushin.
Yes.
Incredible. I'm gonna start leaving a gap there just so you can accidentally woo. All right. Yeah. Yes, that threw me a bit, I have to say. The woos at the start. But let's just crack on into it. This week we're going to discuss the exciting topic
Very exciting.
of the Irish national team.
Yes.
Space for woos, nice
Woo.
one, nice one.
Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, essentially the whole topic boils down to Stephen Kenny. Does he deserve more time or not? But we'll answer that question at the end. You've got to stick around for the good stuff. You just tease it at the start and then you get it at the end. That's what happens. That's how podcasting works, I hear.
That's how the good ones work. So
Yeah.
that's why we did.
Oh, nice.
Oh. So how long has he been in charge now? Just so I can get a... 2020.
That feels like the kind of thing I should have looked up beforehand. But
2 years? 2 years. Seems accurate.
it sounds about right.
Is this a second Nations League campaign?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So the World Cup qualifying was his only full campaign, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, he came in at the end of that,
No.
didn't
Yeah, he came at the end of that. There's been no qualifiers since. He's only had 2 Nations League qualifications.
he? Yeah.
I mean, does the Nations League really count?
No.
For
That's
us,
a
I
whole
think
different
yes,
topic, though.
it's our best bet of getting qualification.
I mean, I think
That's the
we're
way-
too shit to go up and too shit to go down.
No.
So
But it's
Yeah.
not that. But if you win, if you're the best of your group,
yeah,
as far as I know
Oh,
the
yeah.
rules, if you're the best of your group, if you're in the top 8 and you haven't qualified already for the
Yes.
tournament, you get a playoff spot.
yes,
Yeah, but that's not
So
happening.
Greece are effectively already guaranteed a playoff spot at minimum, even if they lose all
Or
their
if
games.
have they won all their games so far?
Yeah.
Oh, fair
But
play.
it's not a great sign if, when you type Stephen Kenny into Google, in the people also ask section, the first question is, has Stephen Kenny won a match?
Oh,
It's been poor.
It has.
The answer is he's won 2
One
of the
match.
17 competitive matches he has taken charge of.
God.
What's the other competitive match?
Fuck if I know. It just
3-0
says
against
2.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Great bunch of lads.
Oh, he did have World Cup qualifying. Yeah,
Did he have? He didn't have a full thing of World Cup qualifiers.
he
though,
did. He did. He had the full one. Because remember, he came on for the playoffs of the Euros and lost to
Oh, it was the
Slovakia on
Euros.
penalties.
Yes, it was the Euros he came in at the end of. That's my mistake.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So he's had a full. That was a shit qualifiers. The World Cup one.
Yes, it was very bad World Cup.
Yes. I mean,
But hey,
yeah, we
Italy
knocked
didn't
out,
make
like,
it either.
real fast.
Yes.
No one remembers how fast you were knocked out. Just that you were knocked out. So we're Italy. So we're on the
That's
same
true.
level as them.
But you know who got a little bit further? North Macedonia.
Oh my
Does-
god.
Yeah, sorry.
Not wrong.
So yeah, like he's won 2 of the 17 matches since taking over in 2020.
Yeah, we were real far behind. We only won 2 games with a group that had Luxembourg and Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
We lost. We lost.
So
to
didn't
Luxembourg and
he?
also draw
Wouldn't
with
he have
Azerbaijan.
won 3 games then? If we won 2 in the groups and then he beat Scotland there recently.
If yeah,
Was Scotland before Ukraine? The Ukraine one?
after so we played through 4 games in
Four
this year's
games.
campaign.
Yes.
We lost to Armenia, lost to a second string Ukrainian side,
Yes.
beat Scotland 3-0, and then we drew
And
with
then-
Ukraine.
And is that the
Yes,
first string or
yes, so
second
that
string
would be-
Ukraine team?
That would be 3
It was
wins
a
in
mix,
18.
I believe.
Well, 3
Mm.
wins in 19, actually, I think. Because this article is from the
Yeah.
10th
yeah.
of June. Yeah, so 3 of 19 competitive games he's won. Which still isn't great.
Not great
It's-
at all.
It's really not. Because, I mean, yeah. Like,
I mean-
Portugal and Serbia are, like, we could have beat the Portuguese, didn't we? Didn't Ronaldo score 2 late goals?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That irritated me.
I
I
mean,
mean,
my
we're still
my
so far
gripe
behind.
I have with Kenny, and that's why I've been kind of against him from pretty much since it's happened, was he was brought in, and I was told, and I'm sure you also, he was going to transition the youth in,
Yes.
bring them in. Now, I will admit, he has brought in some, but every now, and I don't know why it's happening, players that needed to be gone from the squad, Axe gone 2 campaigns ago, when O'Neill was there, and the likes of McLean and Hendrick, he is still
We'll leave
starting
McLean
them.
alone.
Don't get me wrong, Case McLean is Irish
man
hero
will
of football,
run for
but
days.
unfortunately, he is not good enough at this level of football anymore, and
No-
it's so
nobody
frustrating
cares as
him.
much as he
We
does.
don't
watching.
have anyone who's good enough for this level. That's the issue.
Yeah.
We would have someone that doesn't
No,
give the ball
our
away
issue is that
as
we
much.
think we're so much better than we are. And
I
actually,
don't
we're
think
not
we're not.
great. We're like,
I don't
we're
think-
really not.
No, but see, I don't think we're I like to think we're better than the likes of Andorra, Luxembourg.
I'm honestly
I
not
think
100% sure we are. Like, we fucking
Yeah.
suck. People think we're so much better than we are, and we really aren't. And
I feel like we
I
should
think
be.
We probably should be, but we're not. Like, it's not going to happen anytime soon. It's not going to be a fucking magic. Let's change the manager once, and we'll be beating
Yeah, like-
Andorra fucking 7-0. It's not going to happen.
Because he did do a good job with the under 21 Sydney today.
He did
That's
a
the only reason
decent
he got
job.
the
Yeah.
job.
Well, they were going to give him the job anyway, and they gave him the under 21s so that he could come up to the senior team with those players. I think essentially
Which
when they were coming up, which I mean
Who
has
was?
kind of worked.
uh,
He's brought up some of them,
some.
but
I feel like he got like a lot of the young lads who he has given game time to, aside from the goalkeepers, have gotten slack. Like a lot of particularly the forwards, they don't seem to be doing much that he's
Yeah.
brought on.
I don't rate fucking what's his name, Aaron Connolly. Is that his name from Brighton?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a player.
At all.
He unfortunately
everyone
had a
seems to
bad
love him.
case of the dives, and that has
Yeah.
cost him a lot, in my opinion. I don't
It-
rate him either.
It pisses me off.
Is he playing for Brighton or is he?
He was a
Not-
squad player,
he
so
was
like
a
he
bit,
played
yeah.
the odd time.
He didn't get
But-
didn't loan him out.
Like,
Fair.
You'd be
He wouldn't be a
watching games-
regular starter now, or or a star player.
Yeah, like I agree with Usher there. Like I'd be watching some of the Ireland games, and I'd see him in the box, and I'm thinking, okay, there might be a chance here. And a defender comes here, and I just see him go to ground, and I'm saying to myself, "What are you doing? Like, try and take
Yeah.
the shot, do
Yeah.
something.
I
Like,
feel
don't
like there's
just go
times
to
when
ground."
he could have had good chances, and instead he just went to ground, and didn't
And the
get
rest are
anything
like,
because,
and the rest are like, "What are you doing? We know." And once the ref catches you doing it once,
Yeah, you're kind of fucked then.
don't be a fool to do it
Yeah,
again. But
he
he'd do
has-
it
'cause they have
multiple
that-
times in the game, and you're just sitting there going,
Yeah, I mean, We also seem to have a problem with conceding screamers of late. I watched some of the Nations League highlights, and that seems to be a problem. It's like Mike's our manager and football manager.
Oh my god, we
Ew.
don't. Throwback and a half. But I don't know,
Yeah,
just
so-
every time there's a step forward I felt with Kenny, you're thinking, alright, that's a performance we can build on. We just come out and it's just drab, dreary, and you're like, where did this come from?
I feel
So-
like now,
Yeah.
granted, I haven't watched the latest 4 internationals, but I feel like under Kenny we're actually playing like some semi-decent football at least, which
Some, but
makes
no.
it, in my opinion, makes
Armenia
it
was
easier to
dreadful.
watch us lose, which is, I feel, almost inevitable no matter how.
I
who
mean,
we
the
have
the
as
first
manager.
the first 2 games were absolutely dreadful to watch. It
One-
was.
Yeah.
One of my other
We couldn't even
issues-
string passes.
One of my other issues is that people online who are going on about how I think this is incredibly stupid. People online going, "Oh, we should sack Kenny and bring in like Sean Dyche," and we were like, "Well, we don't have the money for it, and
No, that's fair.
clearly just going to go to a different either Premier League or Championship club."
Well, I mean, I
We're
get
gonna fucking
changing,
slip it.
like,
Is Sean
but
Dyche
we don't
Irish?
have to.
No, he's English.
Oh,
I mean, there might
I was like,
like
good
saying we
that.
get for thing, but there might be like there are a lot more managers there that the media don't talk about that might be suited for this job. I'm not saying
Like,
like, I'm
we
not
don't have any
this
money.
skip.
That's part of the issue.
That is, yeah.
Like, we've
But
no
isn't
money to
what's
bring
his face
anyone in.
gone now? What do you call the head of the FA?
O'Leary, Delaney. That's it.
Delaney, the
John
one who kept
Delaney's-
siphoning money.
Yes, he's gone a couple of years now, I think. But I think we've got a new
Yeah.
director of football literally this week as well.
I think that's why I was thinking about it. Surely with Delaney gone, there might be a few extra funds going around.
I mean, I think it's going to take a while to come back from
Mm.
the damage
Yeah.
he did.
Like, I know the issue Ireland historically had is that we were not very defensive, but we were always counter-attacking. So when we were playing against the good teams, we would look good. And when we
Yeah,
were playing against the shit teams that couldn't attack, we looked shit.
yeah.
And it was...
I mean, I think one of the things we had as well, I would say this goes back now all the way to the Trapattoni era, is I don't know what it is, but I felt like our best current player at that time would always be non-selected for reasons. So if we go back to Trap, I thought Andy Reid was our best player by a mile.
yeah, I
Was
always big fan of
ignored.
Andy
Was
Reid.
ignored by Trapattoni. Then when we got to the O'Neill stage, Wes Houlihan has a shout to be up there.
Yeah, Wes Houlihan
Was
never got a
constantly-
call up.
Wes was never getting the calls, and we're just missing these. And it's
I
just
would
like
also, yeah, I would
we
include
just
Steve
wasted
Ireland in
those
that.
talent.
Who annoyed Stephen Ireland again?
He
Which
kind of
manager
did it
was it?
himself. It was
Did he?
Trap.
I can't remember
Was-
exactly. Was it
was
Trapp
it
who
Trapp?
did that? 'Cause I remember he was very good at the time when he refused
Yeah,
to play
but
for
he
Ireland.
kind of had Stephen Ireland's a whole different scenario.
I don't remember what happened to him. It was something about his granny, wasn't it?
He claimed his grand was dead, so he missed the call up, and his grand wasn't dead.
Uh, yeah.
My favourite
And
Stephen
it's-
Ireland story is I have a friend who got into a fight with his dad because he was watching the Ireland game and his dad was like on the phone and Ireland scored and he went, "Oh, Ireland scored." And his dad went, "Who scored?" And he went, "Ireland." His dad went, "Who?" And he just kept going, "Ireland." He just got into a massive fight over. Instead of just saying Stephen Ireland, he just kept saying Ireland over and over again.
Like, I feel like there's a lot of responsibility going around there. Like, he should have realized himself. It's like, he's got
I
Ireland.
think another
Yeah, but-
thing I heard
Who?
was, you know, when he went bald.
Yes.
And I can't remember where I read this, but this is a while ago. When he went bald, apparently a few of the lads in the camp made fun of it, and that caused quite a stir. And he was, "Fuck you guys, I'm not playing," kind of thing.
Solid.
This might be an absolute shit
Yeah.
talk, but that's what I heard. I was like, I mean, it was a bad haircut, in fairness.
Didn't think it was too bad. I thought it was alright. He also did score the first goal in Croke Park, didn't he?
Yes.
I just thought that was funny.
What a man.
I mean, look, we also two of our most promising youths growing up also did get transitioned, so I give him some bail on that. We failed to capitalize on Grealish and Rice
Bryce is a
to an
cunt
extent.
from the start.
Yes, it
Grealish less
was a
so.
cut. Yeah, Grealish less so, but we did develop, and that was the thought process. Was these guys are coming
Yeah,
through at the time.
yeah.
Both of them could fuck
I mean, the one
themselves.
good thing though about the future, like I tend to not look too far down, but the under 21s are like nearly qualified for like
They
the
have a
Euros or the
playoff.
World
They have
Cup. They have a playoff.
guaranteed
Yeah,
playoff, and a chance for
and that
automatic
was
against Italy.
that was no, they've lost Italy,
Oh, they
so
lost.
they're playoffs. But they did all that I think without seven
A
or
lot
eight
of
under 21 players who are on the main squad. So I was like, all
yeah.
right, it's looking good anyways. In the next 5 or 10 years, we might not go another 20 years without
Yeah.
making a World Cup.
The plus sides is we got two fantastic keepers coming up through the
Yes.
ranks.
Yeah.
So with Bazunu now signing for Southampton, will that put like a flare under Kelleher's ass to go somewhere? Or is he content being a backup?
I'm not sure.
See, the keepers is a strange one though. It's because it's theirs to have until they make a mistake sometimes, and it's like, all right, he's
Fair.
made the mistake here. You can't just drop them randomly and say, all right, we're just gonna go with this guy.
Oh yeah, but like, would it not benefit him to be either loaned out or sold? Because he's not going to get a starting job in Liverpool within the next couple of years.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's in. I suppose he's in a
Barring
different
Allison
spot
going
to
full Karius.
where Bazunu was, though, where Bazunu was getting loaned out anyway.
Yeah, like Bazunu had, like, granted it was League One, but it was first team football last year.
Whereas Kelleher is the
Training with-
actual backup. He's training
Yeah.
with the first team.
Team.
He's also leading cups.
Until they make finals.
No, he played the final in the one cup.
He did in the Carabao Cup, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Scored the winning penalty.
Ah, the one he's won.
Short.
Oh, I forgot about that.
1-2. Fuck you.
Did you win too?
Yeah, we won the FA
Oh, you
Cup.
did,
as well.
yeah.
At your house,
That's
we
right.
watched it on a phone.
But I didn't watch it. Forgot about it.
But does I assume? I mean, League One to Premier League is a big step up. Like, does Bazunu? I'm not sure if he automatically becomes the first choice keeper at Southampton.
I would say he
who's
would
the first-
otherwise.
Who's the first
he-
first choice keeper at the moment?
They
Oh, I
have,
looked this up recently. I can't remember. now.
Alex McCarthy, don't they?
Yeah.
All right. Can I just point this out there? Something that's happening that we called that I'm pretty sure City have a buyback clause, i.e. the loan with extra steps that we talked about.
Ah, yes. A loan with extra steps.
A loan where you don't have to pay them in the meantime.
What's the buyback? Does it say what it's for?
I didn't. I was just reading some news on it, and it did say that they had a buyback, but I don't know what the deal was. But I think Shamrock Rovers are making like 7 figures out of this. They have like 1 million or 2 million from the deal, from their like sell-on clause.
I mean, that's impressive, but fuck
It is.
Shamrock Rovers.
Do they have a jersey that looks like a bus seat? No.
Damn right they don't. Also, their fans are scumbags. Or at least they were at the game in Dalymount early in the season. Yes, but Rovers are expected to make about 2 million from this deal. And I think they had sold them for 1 million, so that takes it about 3 million overall.
Has there been
Which is huge
any
money.
Surely
League
they
of Ireland
didn't buy him
players
for
making
like. Didn't they
squad?
buy him at
No.
16? Did they buy him for 1 million at 16?
Possibly.
Jesus. Sorry, Mike.
Has there been any League of Ireland players being called up? Like,
James
with the
Talbot.
squad?
James Talbot, yeah, who then fucking went and injured himself. In
That's the
training.
only reason I knew that. 'Cause you're bitching
Oh,
about it.
so fucking annoyed by that. Having said that, Ty Ryan, beautiful game on Friday against Shelburne. Fucking hell, that was the nerviest game I've ever watched. There was some given out about it in the match day program as well, about token call ups from the League of Ireland, and how the assumption
There
was
was-
now that with Stephen Kenny those were a thing of the past, but obviously they're not.
Yeah, wasn't there someone, an outfielder from Shamrock Rovers last year getting a game? Or making squad call-ups anyway?
Yes, I
Young
think
lad.
there was,
Can't remember his name.
Wasn't what's the Jack Byrne, was it?
I think it was, yeah. That sounds familiar. He was in Cyprus for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah. I think there was a couple of League of Ireland players called up, to be fair, this time, because there was a lot of games postponed. But I can't remember exactly who.
I mean, Bose, do Bose still have that player base for Cape Verde?
What was that?
Do Bose have that player who played for Cape Verde in the AFCON last year?
Oh, I don't know.
Who ignored the call up for 3 months because they sent him a message on LinkedIn in Portuguese and he doesn't speak Portuguese.
That's fucking incredible.
I know.
I tell you,
Like,
you
this is
send-
clearly a scam.
Yeah, can you send us money and we'll give you a call up?
I'm not going to put this into Google Translate. I'll just ignore it for a couple of months
Yeah.
and see what happens.
I mean, you just don't open it. That's fine.
Click the link to find your tickets. No.
You're not getting me again. So now that we're boycotting the World Cup in Qatar,
For human rights reasons.
yes, and not because we're shit. See, they announced
To be
all
fair,
the
I've heard
Yes.
more things that have just been. You just wonder how they think this World Cup was going to work and what sort of decision making was for this bid. I know money, but so from what I've heard, was it drinking is at is
only
low levels in certain zones.
it's only like allowed in like stadiums and shit. Like
I have
parts
now.
of, like
It's also
there
the
is.
point that which is the government have been issuing and warning people: sex outside of
Yes.
marriage will result in
in
prison.
7 years. And, yep.
Right. Good to know, I suppose.
So not going to
One night
Qatar
stand,
anytime
yeah.
soon.
One night stands are not allowed.
Any couples going over, do they have to book 2 rooms just on the off chance?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can book one room. You just have to leave space for Jesus.
No, they have to be married. They will know. They will know. The
No, but you
government will know.
can share a room. You just have to leave space for Jesus. You're not control
No,
yourselves.
No, those hotels will be hitting the button going, danger, danger,
This isn't
danger.
this isn't communist Russia. It's not like it's gonna be bugs. Like, do you hear that bed movement? I do. Yeah, fucking go. Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
No, I was only rolling over, I swear.
We'll be the judge of that.
It is depressing to think that like the World Cup would be on now if it was somewhere nice, somewhere logical.
I'd love to be able to watch the World Cup now.
Yeah, remember how
I know.
happy you were during the Euros last year? It was great.
That's
So
actually
much fun.
one thing I
So many
realized.
penalties.
I know.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, we could just watch. One thing that is only affecting me now when I realize because of a day like this is that you cannot go and watch it outside at a pub or something because of the weather and stuff. You'll be
That
alright, lads,
was
everyone in. It's not like alright, we can watch this outside in a beer garden.
That was the big tweet during the week. Is like, fuck Qatar. I should be in a beer garden with a pint watching England draw 0-0 with Iran and lose to Qatar this week.
It would be great.
Like, you got a point. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
We'll see what happens. But yes,
I mean, they are making a bigger World Cup, aren't they, next time? So
is it
look
the
at one
next
of the
one that's
pity
a bigger
ones.
World Cup?
I think it is, but I definitely could be wrong.
Is it 2026 in the US?
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
US,
World Cup
Mexico,
is the
Canada.
US.
San Francisco have a game.
Mexico.
And
I mean,
Mexico and Canada.
Pod on tour for World Cup.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. 100%.
The entire World Cup. Fuck it, we'll pick a country and we'll just watch all 3 of their games and follow them.
Why
Oh,
can't
we
them?
could qualify.
Why
I
can't
think
I
yeah,
don't
we have no reason to boycott.
Why can't they make the American one a Winter World Cup and then we could go watch the NFL as well?
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
That'd be
We'll just
class.
go over for do a 6-month stint.
Hang on,
6 months
hang on.
stint in the
Hear me out,
US
hear me
on
out,
our
guys,
tour.
guys.
I'm so down.
Alright, so World Cup will be July, right? No, it'll be June. And if it's July, is it?
June and July-ish, normally. Could look it up, can't be ours. We'll say June, July.
It's
Well, so
it's
June,
late
July.
June, early July, I think. Yeah.
Alright, so late
Yeah.
June, early July. I'm just saying, mini camps are open.
I mean,
You're not gonna
It's
make
4
the team.
years away
You're
as
not gonna
well.
make the team.
yeah, so
You're
we
not gonna
book
make
flights now.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
dead
like
cheap.
it. I like it.
We'll book. Well, yeah, we'll get the timeshare now. Let's go.
Oh my god, we could actually like just double it up, go NIC in the middle of the World Cup. Boys,
Oh
it'd be
my god.
fucking
I
amazing.
mean, I'm not saying no to any of this right now.
Just gonna start saving for the next
I mean,
4 years.
the both of you tried to spend a month last year trying to convince me to go to Singapore this year for a GP. So
I
I'm
was only
surprised
half
Yeah.
joking.
Unfortunately, oh my god, I would have a wedding to pay for. Yeah, I'm totally down for all this.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, Megan, you
After
are
next,
listening to
yeah,
this.
she doesn't listen to this.
Just in case.
Pod on tour in 4 years.
Wait, is that
Put
what
it in your
happened? You were
diaries
like,
right now.
you were sitting there, you're like, I have all this money, and the boys don't want to go to Singapore. I guess I'll get married.
Suppose I'll
Fine.
splurge it on a wedding.
Maybe. Pod on wedding? Live
Oh my
wedding.
We
You,
live streamed the wedding.
That's it.
Either
Hang on,
yous
hang on.
listen
I gotta
to
go
the two
cut the
Johnnies.
cake. What?
Either you listen to the two Johnnies.
No.
The odd time. Megan
I used
keeps
to
asking
back
me
in
to
the-
listen to GA Catfish. I don't know what
Yeah,
that is.
I
haven't
listened
got
to
around to that yet.
it's boring. But
Okay.
one of them got married when I used to listen to it, and they did a podcast live from the honeymoon suite the morning after the wedding. Was their
Oh
plan?
my god.
No, I think this
Incredible.
was the start of COVID, so everything got delayed. I don't know what actually happened, but that was their plan. Was morning after the wedding, we'll do a session, we'll record in the honeymoon suite. So
Incredible.
just
I'll
put
bring
it
my
out there.
laptop.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying no to any of this.
featuring
Surprise guest
Megan.
Megan. Get out of the room.
Get the fuck out! Oh,
Guest
and
star
that'll do it for
Megan.
this week.
She will not be friend of the show.
Sports with Megan. What, we can't
Oh
add
my
her
God.
to a list with Dusan Tadic and the sovereign debt fund of Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did that. last
Friends
week.
of the
Yeah.
show.
Friends of the show. Wait, hang on. But if they're friends, are they in good terms with Qatar? Are they kind of like?
No, I
also
don't think.
fuck you,
I
Qatar?
think they're not big fans of each other. I also
So,
think
yeah,
actually
no.
that Saudi Arabia has been essentially the country has essentially been illegally streaming the Premier League from
Oh,
Qatar's
yeah.
beIN Sports
Yeah.
What a
for
time to
like
be
years.
What a
I
time
think
to be
Qatar's
alive.
not a big fan of that.
Didn't they like shut it down or something? But then part of like the Newcastle deal, they're like, "No, we need to."
Yeah,
go
I think
again."
so.
We're bringing it back.
Yeah, they bought a club just so they could illegally stream the Premier League game.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing is that they decided we're not going to buy rights. We're just going to let illegally stream it from our neighbors. It's like, all right then.
Surely they could just change the Wi-Fi password and then all the problems would solve.
Ah, friends of the show.
Good
Sovereign
guys,
debt
good
fund.
guys.
Good friends of the show.
Um,
We got so far off
yeah,
topic.
we got really
Oh, we did.
huge tangent. Does anyone have anything else they want to say about the Irish national team? Do you think we'll qualify for the next Euros?
Not a hope. Not a hope.
I'm a hopeful person, so we might get a playoff spot. That's usually our goal.
That is the goal.
Euros, you finish third, you get a playoff spot.
We
so
haven't
can do that.
we haven't got a group yet, right?
No, I
That's
don't
like
think
in
so.
No, I
October.
think that's the end of the year. Yeah,
And a repotch free.
probably at best, I would
I know.
imagine.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
fucking
I'm
pot
gonna,
two. I'm telling you that for now.
I'm gonna agree with Keane that we're gonna get a playoff spot.
I mean, yeah,
I think we could do it. It's possible.
The hope that kills.
And then
it is, but it's also the hope that makes you feel alive. Ooh, it's in Germany this year.
the
Or this
Euros.
time. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'm just going to point out, Germany could be our practice run for
Oh,
World Cup on
100%.
tour.
Sorry, I thought we were saving for 4 months to spend 6 months.
Wait.
For 4 years to spend 6 months in the US.
I mean, oh my god, guys, if we buy an RV, we can record there and travel.
Okay, but then we have to hire somebody to drive.
Oh, she
Well, it's
can
4
drive.
years. We could. No, I can't.
Can you?
I thought you
Yeah.
learned. I thought you learned.
No, but it's
Oh, I
4
thought-
years away. One of us could learn
One
by
of us
then.
can. Yeah, we'll draw straws.
It's not
One of
looking
us.
likely, lads.
That might be me.
I feel like Mike is over optimistic on how this is gonna go.
Yeah, now, like you said, it's optimism. I'm
Although-
an optimistic guy on this.
Like, if they do still have the £9 travel around Germany thing, maybe we don't need the van. We just do it live from the trains. For all the
Oh
fans.
yes, with all the fans.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they'd love it. The fans and the Germans.
I
Great
just want
bunch of
more
lads.
Currywurst. I got
Oh.
addicted.
Friend of the
I've
pod,
been trying to get to
Currywurst.
currywurst for easily 4 years, and you finally did it.
I know,
Ready?
I know. And my biggest regret in life is not listening to you 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Honestly, yeah, we're going on tangents here. I was
Oh yes.
Last question then of we'll
Yes.
wrap it up. Should Stephen Kenny get more time, or is it time to move on?
No.
if he loses
Yes to the first one.
his
Okay, I
next
was like,
game,
it's 2 questions, Keith. Come on.
I
Yeah,
was
fuck
processing
you,
it.
Keith. If he loses the 2 games, then no. I think
are
we
the
give it
2
to a new
games?
manager. Armenia,
we've got-
Scotland.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
fair.
I
I
mean,
feel like that.
I don't see us beating Scotland again. I think that was lucky.
Hey, you're a skill.
So if it was luck that he's had 2 wins.
That's not
If we're
how
going-
wins
yeah,
work.
I know, but we're saying he was lucky to beat them.
That's not what I mean.
That's
We're back down to 2. We're back to 2. We're taking one away back to
That's
2.
almost as bad a take as sports are only what takes place on fields.
Yep. Stand by that.
I think give him more time. I think it's fun to watch.
The
us
issue I have is if you give him
lose.
too much more time,
Yeah.
he could fuck up the Euros real fast.
Yeah, but I mean, what you gonna do?
He's had 2 campaigns now, and this will be his.
I
He'll
don't
be
count.
finishing his 3rd campaign.
I don't count Nations Leagues.
I know you don't
it's
count them, but it's still a campaign. It's still a trophy.
It's a shit
It's one we
tournament.
don't really care about, but it's still a
Fair point.
trophy.
I don't think anyone should care about it. It's just
I
glorified
don't even think you
friendlies.
get a trophy, do you?
I don't think
You
so.
do. If you're in the top
Oh.
ranks. There's a trophy, top 4 players in the top teams in
Oh, we're
Group A.
not.
Well,
We're not.
Yeah,
Kind of shit.
our incentive is we get a playoff berth.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I stand by. It's just glorified
100%.
friendlies, and I don't
100%.
give a fuck about them.
No, yeah, 100%.
I think he should get more time. That's
His
my
young lads
decision.
have to come of age.
I think
Still quite
I
young.
think it's decent football we're playing most of the time, probably.
No, it's not.
I haven't watched the last 4 games. I
Yeah.
can't say
Yeah,
much.
no, Oisin,
But
Oisin, it's not. It's not
from what I
decent.
remember, it's semi-decent football. We're not as good as everyone thinks we are because we're actually really shit. And I
we're
don't
not
think
as
we
bad as
should be
that.
expecting to beat the likes of Armenia. I don't think we should all go into those games going, we're guaranteed to win here. So I don't think we're that good. But to end it
Well,
on
I
a
think
positive
that's
note,
element to that.
to end it on a positive note, we're going to qualify for the Euros.
And the boys.
On the boys. Right,
Come on, you boys agreed.
we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for listening, everybody, and remember, fuck the system and feed the algorithm. Have a good one.